predict someone's divorce by their wedding? I believe that sometimes the bigger the wedding, the more likely the divorce. That's been my experience. I have done, and I happen to be in the high net worth space, so of course a lot of my people have a lot of money, so they had big weddings. But I have found that the bigger the ring, the bigger the divorce, and the bigger the wedding spectacle, the more likely the divorce, in my experience. Because there is something extremely performative about a wedding. And there's also something extremely narcissistic about a wedding. Like, if you break down like the role of a bride in a traditional wedding, meaning its current iteration, it's an unbelievably narcissistic pursuit for a woman. Like, we're going to do an engagement, which is you're going to give me a stone of tremendous value that I'm going to wear as a public display of the fact that I am now engaged in this commitment. And then I'm going to put that on social media. And then we're going to have an engagement party. So that's party one. Okay. Then we're going to have all of these activities around planning this singular day where I'm going to be the center of attention, right? And everything's going to be structured around me. And then I'm going to have a bachelorette party, party number 2. Then we're going to have a rehearsal dinner, party number 3. Then we're going to have the wedding, party number 4, right? And wedding reception, if you consider that part of the same. Then we're going to have a post-wedding brunch usually the next day, right? And then we're going to have a honeymoon, which is basically like a week of partying over the fact that so we're at 6 parties now? 7?
I love the fact I've been married for 13 years. My wife and I got married at the Justice of the Peace. 13 years strong, my best friend. Wouldn't have it any other way. We put a little more money into our rings, which is cool. But we were both in line with not having a huge wedding. People that have huge weddings get divorced because you worried about the wrong things. I don't like weddings because of this. I'm paying for everything for you to celebrate us getting married. And it's narcissistic as well, right? Women, they want the attention to themselves so where they can brag. They got the ring, engagement party. They become bridezilla, bridal party, all these parties. You wasting money. The people that have this great party or great wedding, huge, great, got the whips, got the chains, got everything, get divorced. There's a lot of people right now that we seen on TV got married on TV getting divorced. Because it's fake. You trying to impress people that don't really care. I'm so glad my wife and I was just like, we don't need no wedding. It's cool. Because we love each other. Being married is about you and your wife. But I never understood weddings in the form of, I pay for everything for you to celebrate my wife and I? Why not just keep that money and my wife and I invested in something, or we go on trips, we go overseas, and that's what we did. We lived overseas. Let's just spend the money on ourselves. I don't believe in paying for people to celebrate my marriage. Different. Everybody put their money together and say, hey man, we want y'all to have a wedding. We want to celebrate y'all. Cool. I don't mind that. But why do I have to pay for everything for you to celebrate my wife and I getting married? Because a lot of y'all will have people in y'all weddings. A year from that date, you don't even talk to them no more. A lot of y'all will have these people at y'all wedding, and y'all be over here talking about, oh, we best friends. And then 2 years down the line, I can't stand that hoe. I don't know why I invited her to my wedding. And your husband looking at you like, damn, we paying for all of this. A lot of y'all, what y'all doing? Y'all watching TV, you see the Kardashians get married, you see Candy and Todd get married, you see these big weddings, and y'all going into debt just to have this big show. And that's the reason why y'all end up divorced. It's because of y'all debt. Y'all putting yourself in debt to impress people that do not care. I don't even like going to weddings. I've been to a couple. That's not my thing. What am I here? I'd rather us just go to the Vegas and just have a ball out at the club or something. But we don't need a wedding just for for me to see you say I do. I do not care about that. Nor do I want people to look. Me being married is between me and my wife. Because the people that's around my wife's life at that time and the people that's around my life around that time, nowhere to be found now. It's true. The people that you celebrating your wedding with When you get more and more years into your wedding, those people fall off. So why the hell do I want to pay my money for y'all to come to a wedding that I'm not even going to be cool with y'all in the next couple of years? But we see the bigger the wedding, the bigger the divorce. Because a lot of these women just want to be put on a pedestal. They want to be worshiped. Oh, she got married. Look at her dress. Because y'all so self-centered. Y'all worried about everybody else thinking about you, but you're not worried about what your husband think about you. Your husband rather say, okay, you want to spend $50K on the wedding? Let me just give you $50K. Fuck that wedding. See, y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want, see, that's what real husbands do. Baby, we ain't got to get married. I'll give you the money, I'll give you the ring, give you the cars, and let's go on some trips. We ain't got to do all this shenanigans. For what? I'm cool. I don't care. This is my wife. We out. I don't believe in wasting my money on niggas. I'm sorry. I don't believe wasting my money on people that don't care about me. Do I believe in vow renewal ceremonies? I believe in that. Because typically by the time you have a vow renewal, it's probably you 10, 15 years deep. You got your real people around you. That's cool. Doing a vow renewal, keep it small, shindig, you more stable. You're not going into debt to do this stuff. Definitely understand that. I like that idea. But a big wedding from the jump? Nah, I'm cool. My kids, you ain't got to get married. You ain't got to have a big wedding. I'd rather give you the money and put that money that I'm supposed to pay for that wedding. Here's a new house. Here's a down payment on a house. Here's some investment properties. Let me put that. You trying to do $100K for a wedding, baby? How about y'all just get married? Y'all go on vacation and we'll put $100,000 in annuity, and y'all can get that extra interest every month. That's gonna survive y'all, because what's the biggest problem in the beginning of your marriage is money, debt. You ain't got to do it. But the relationships where you see the people with the weak ass rings, the rings that cost $100, the people that go to the justice of the peace, be the weddings, to be the people that be married for like 1,000 years. The people that ain't got no problem. The people that ain't even think about no divorce, because you know why? They got married for the real reason, love. That's what it is. They got married for the real reason, which is love.
Parties, you know, like, and then by the way, if we're doing it, then we're going to have a baby shower. Then we're going to have oh, I forgot the bridal shower, by the way. I forgot the bridal shower. I left that out. I said bachelorette party, but I didn't do bridal shower. So we're up to 7 parties for that. Like, if this is really important to you, you're telling me a lot about yourself. You're telling me how important being the center of attention is to you.
Exactly.
And how much this performative thing is to you. You know, when all of the money and time that was spent. Now, by the way, I'm not pissing on weddings. Like, I think having a wedding's great. Like, I think if the first time you get everybody you love in the same room as your funeral, you're an idiot. Like, I think you should celebrate. Like, I love this person. They love me. We found each other. How improbable was that? 8 billion people in the world. We found each other. You know, have a party, take some pictures, have some drinks, do the dance, do the whole thing. It's great, man. Eat some pigs and blankets. Love it. But we've turned it into just a spectacle. I mean, the wedding industrial complex, man, it's a trillion dollar industry. It's insane.
Exactly.
It's insane.
Big
and again,
business.
Catastrophically fails more than 50% of the time. But they don't tell you that part.
Do people often divorce because of their wedding?
Well, I mean, technically everyone divorces because of their wedding.
Yeah, that's
if they
fair.
didn't get married, they wouldn't be getting divorced. But no, I've not seen people that have a bad experience at the wedding and then immediately get divorced. Maybe I've seen like marriages that only lasted like a couple of weeks.
That was a really dumb question for me, because I have this assumption in my head that if I would get married, I would get married at court and then do the wedding. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's value to that. I think a lot of people actually do that. Like, because, you know, part of the paperwork you have to fill out when you do a divorce is a certificate of dissolution of marriage, and you have to lay out the actual date of the civil marriage and then the date of what's called the solemnization ceremony, or like the wedding itself. And so you often see that there's a tremendous difference between the two. Like, the people got legally married months before so they could get on each other's health insurance or whatever other reason, and then they did the party and the performance of it a couple months.
Yeah, I put it like this: when we are looking at these marriages, we're looking at people getting married, and they do the whole shindig, the bridal engagement party, bridal party, bachelorette party, rehearsal party, wedding, after wedding brunch, this. Those marriages don't last long. They don't. It's the marriages that are simple. That's just like life, right? That's just like marriage, right? You keep it simple, you're gonna be together forever. If you complex things, you won't be together forever. If you're spending money on dumb things, you won't be married forever. If you are a man, you're looking at your wife and she wants to do all of this, you might have to rethink that, because her character is more focused on people seeing her than actually on people that are actually happy for her. See, a lot of these women just want to get married to be seen, to make it look like they're better than other women. Remember what I say about women. Most competitive species in the world are women. Oh, yeah, I got this wedding. Yeah, we did this, we did this, we did this, we did this, we did this. Okay, so how long y'all been married? Oh, we just got divorced last week. Waste of money. I don't believe in wasting money. So if you a man, if you a woman, if you think about getting married and you like, we really want to get married, go to the Justice of the Peace. Go to the Justice of the Peace. Do it the right way. Have a little small party. Have a little dinner. And that's it. Don't go broke trying to impress people that don't really care about you. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. As always, we'll keep this thing rocking, keep it going. When you get married to the right person, it don't matter how you get married, as long as you get married. Remember that. Hit the notification bell. You see all the new videos, cranking them out. Locked in, man. Finally found something I love to do. More about that in my Patreon, which is coming soon, the Go Getter Patreon. Continue to work on that. Continue to do that. Daily show coming soon. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.